So cute. So cute. Game that we just saw. But guys, I've been seeing you throughout the entire year, and I always want to ask you this, and I never have the opportunity. Before the match, you always do this thing where you grab each other like this, right? And you look at each other. What are you doing when that happens? Like, are you saying nice things? Are you, what is that about?
Yeah, we are saying nice things. Like, for me, when I first...
So cute.
Yeah, and it's like overall like what I expect from you, what is today important, what to focus on, so like player has something clear in mind. But yeah, it's like something the guys did from last year. I don't know who gets the credit for it, but yeah, we keep doing it still. So yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, but it should be like that. Like the players shouldn't put pressure on themselves. BBL likes to talk all of these things. Also, we know that they talk a lot of these things in the public, but in the backstage they're just nice kids, you know. So I think it's a little bit raw. So a little bit shooting my shots here.
Yep.
A little bit of kayfabe, baby. You know, building up the narrative.
Yeah, yeah.
Should we
like
do a face-off interview, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we found out a couple of days ago. Martin said he just doesn't feel well. We played with different standing. Then we find out that it's maybe possible that he cannot play in the official. So, okay, we looked for the options. Luinves, our boss, looked for the options. 1-0 was there. We played actually one day with scrims with him.
Okay.
That's good.
He did really good. Kid is insane. I think one for the future. Also bring a lot of good vibes today and like that young energy. Like everything is cool and new and like we're like, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I don't want to say I hope he can play.
Yeah, I mean overall we prepped like normal, but we a little bit changed for this week. Shout out to Mini and Stark. So I will not go to details, but they were a little bit more involved in the game plans. And yeah, everyone was on the server and like it showed also in Sunset, I think.
On the subject of everyone being in the server. Back to VCT EMEA, where we like to get every possible round out of our games. Hopefully we'll be having a bit more of that today. Joining me, Darth Mike, here on the couch. We've got Kaquka once again. Kaquka, how are you feeling this afternoon?
I'm okay. It's a funny afternoon here in July in Berlin where it's pouring raining, so fun. Just another day here in Berlin. Woo!
I kind of really love
Can't wait to go to
rain
Barcelona.
on the roof. We'll have a few more weeks before we hit.
Excited to be back. I think that we left the studio at like midnight last night because of how long that KC Fnatic game went on. 5 show days a week and we got the first day starting off like that. I mean, don't tell me EMEA's not got gigabanger games. It does. It's
indeed.
entertaining. Oh, yeah, again,
Oh, yeah.
because of the results that they've
Today
had so
here,
far.
1 a.m. at least.
But the first series, I think, is exciting because, as you mentioned, Mike, I do feel like both teams have a kind of redemption arc. You saw EF have a win and then have a loss, so they kind of need to be able to bounce back off of that. And then Team Heretics not starting their season off to a great start off the back of coming back from a global event and finishing first place when we think back to stage 1 of EMEA. So yeah, still a lot to prove from this team today for me.
Substantial amount. And for EF, right, based on what they saw in week 1, they...
An incredible anchor. He's done it throughout Challengers. And I think it's kind of funny because last year when I think about his Challengers performance, this roster that he's now joined was the one that was constantly gatekeeping him out of that grand final in Turkey when it got to stage 3, when it got to stage 2 even as well back then when Ulf had gone into the Turkish league. So he's now joined people that were once his rivals last year.
All the people copy from. I want to see those kind of players that have that versatility to maybe just throw in a little cheeky double sentinel that we've seen a lot these days here in EMEA. And I want Eternal Fire to also be one of those teams.
Early prediction, just based on...
Now, the last time that we saw you playing on Viper was in Ascension 2023. So tell me a little bit about you going back into the Agent and how different it was from playing with Fate to playing with Viper.
I mean, Viper is like one of my favorite agents. I would say maybe even, like I like to play Viper more than Sova maybe, you know, like it's top 2 for sure. So like it's fun to play. Also, like when I play like full initiators every map, like having a different role is so fun and so exciting. Like it's so fun.
It's refreshing. Rians, I do not know what you're going to be playing on Haven. I pray that is the Viper, but we're going to take a break and we'll find out after this.
And what a map 1 that was. I'm just going to let you take it here, Bea. Immediate reaction to what we just saw.
My goat.
Here we go.
My goat. The only absolute goat. He's just too good, man. He's just too good. Yeah, I guess we need to have a conversation, a serious one, with Team Heretics and the roles. Because I was thinking, right? Okay, serious. In all seriousness, when we saw the changes, and we were like, bro, you have Rians. Why would you move Rians away from the Fate? He is so good.
Now we see why.
I just don't think that he can do anything wrong.
Might actually just be flawless, perfect in all things.
I think that if Rians is not your favorite player, you are wrong.
Well, dramatic full statements here. Billy, is Rians your favorite player?
It's one of the top players in
It's
our
crazy
league.
that she would just tell you you're wrong.
I'm being very...
Watching Rian's play.
Well, what was really nice about that ace was obviously it was the last round before they swapped sides. So I think like having that like momentum and excitement, I think that that was really, really important for them, especially when you consider they got those first 2 rounds on the first half of the game, and then it kind of started to steer towards Eternal Fire side. Like we weren't seeing the adjustments and adaptations from Team Heretics on their attack until the kind of later rounds in that half.
It was dire, right? Like they had on the left, on C, they had Spear with the operator that was being a menace, then on A with all the utility that they had and whatnot. It took them a little bit of time to figure out how to
have him come into Tier 1.
And we have to imagine there's still so...
Thank you very much, Mike. I have Benji and Rian's on the desk with us alongside Kaquka as well. Congratulations, guys. That was a very quick second map. Is Haven back to being your best, potentially?
I mean, it looks pretty good though.
Yeah, it was clean.
I mean, yeah, we want to try something new, so it looked pretty good.
Yeah. Does that feel like a big confidence booster, especially considering how this season has started for you?
I mean, honestly, for me individually, I didn't like Fade on Heaven, you know? This is
No, first time.
Okay.
But we had, in our history, we had 1-13-0 against G2 Gozen
Yeah.
in an off-season event.
Off-season Red Bull in 2023 when we just made the team, or 2024. No,
2023,
2023.
December, something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. But VCT would never.
Yeah, VCT
So
first time.
that's a record for us.
So what was it about that Haven? What was it about today? What was it like a residue from what happened in map 1 and how you guys bounced back?
I think we just, you know, we had to realize what team we're playing against. I think we also learned from our last game against Liquids when we had such a big lead. Like, I think we were very calm, whereas before we like changed our mental a little bit during the game. But this game, our mental stayed the exact same the whole time. Even if we would have lost pistol, we would have, you know, we would have been super chill. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of us.
Tell us more about that.
Ivo skirmish. It was so quick. I was here waiting to see what it was being recorded. I was like, damn, done already?
I mean, like, I follow him since he was like playing in Turkish League. I think he's a good player, but sometimes when you play against like the best team, you know, you can struggle a bit.
I mean, he had a nice ace. He got ace on
Actually,
his first game.
that's
Or actually, he got ace and 13-0'd in his first game. That has to be like a record.
Yeah.
He's speed running.
Yeah. By the way, he had ace, and then the next round he got 4K, I think.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
I think
okay.
so. And then he got 13.
And then you know what happened. I think that we have it. We have your A's, Rians. Because it's not only surprising that you get the Rians was telling me that he wants to play more Viper. So if you could choose, would it be the Cypher that you want to play more?
Yeah, I think so. I love
Okay.
Cypher. Or
Okay.
Vito.
Vito?
I love Vito. Yeah, I played
Wait,
one.
what did you think of Fabian's Vito? Honestly,
I
when you watch it-
I didn't see any. I don't exactly know what he did. Like, I didn't see any like cool cooks. I didn't see him cook anything.
Me neither.
You
Let me know if you see that.
But I played one Vito game last season or last year. It was on Abyss, and it was very fun. Or was it last year or kickoff? I don't remember.
It was.
I think it was kickoff.
Kickoff,
It was kickoff. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
kickoff, and it was
intensive.
very fun. So
Bro,
one day.
What happened to your like Viper bind? Because we use it
Oh,
as a
Viper
sentinel,
Binds.
you know.
Oh
I
my
think
god.
that was your
okay,
like, favorite sentinel.
Viper
no?
Binds. That is actually my all-time favorite. I think.
But is it because of Viper? Is it because of Bind?
A bit of both. I think I'm really good on Viper Binds in general. Like I understand it really well. So yeah.
You see, I think he's always giving you the flowers. Like sometimes you're like, I doubt, and he's always giving you the flowers. Before we let you go, I want to ask about your next opponent because it's going to happen very, very soon. It's
on Sunday.
KC. Yes, as you're saying, it is on Sunday, so later this week. Thoughts on the new KC? Everybody's commenting and seeing how they look. They were very close to winning against Fnatic yesterday. What do you guys think?
I mean,
We can play our best, and nobody in EMEA will be us. So.
Do you think overall though?
Like improving the way they are, I think they've got a chance. I think things I don't know. I still don't have like
What if we just managed to close it out is what they'll be thinking in the back of their minds by the time we get to this end of this regular season. My one worry with Navi is at the start of regular season in stage 1 or kickoff even, we were so excited. We were like, oh my goodness, this Navi looks incredible. And I'm worried that I'm getting fed
no,
that
no,
same
we're not there
false
yet. Not
hope
there yet. Not
this
there yet.
time again.
Not there yet. Not there yet. Not there yet. Not there yet.
We're not there yet, but we are ready for the skirmish. So let's see who's going to be going first in our veto.
I completely understand that, but I kind of almost wish that they had upped the pace a little bit in moments, especially when they're running a double duelist composition and you have Martin and Mini popping off in the way that they were. So yeah, little bits of moments where I was like, okay, Navi might be able to close this map because of Mate's approach to the attack, but all in all, they did a good job to be able to string those rounds together, especially at the end, I think.
And to be fair as well, I think there's some... And following in Navi's example there, we're enhancing our team-up moment here on the couch. You two are getting very cozy.
Yeah.
You need to get better at that joke. We need to teach you some. We need to
I don't know
teach you
that
some.
anyone has ever told me that as the problem.
Summit here in EMEA. In fact, we've only gotten it once. Are you guys ready? Do you like the interpretation that we have here in EMEA? You know that all across the globe, there's a lot of Tejo in some side. We've gone very like Sentinel heavy. Do you have any thoughts on that, or you don't even want to say because you've cooked something?